Hello, everybody. Andy Jacob here with the DotCom Magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight Series. And I have a great show today. You know, when I drive to work early morning and I see all the giant trucks going up and down the highway, I mean, they're everywhere. And when you think about it, the truckers, the people that drive the trucks, the transportation companies behind those truckers, and of course, technology really drives the world. I mean, without the truckers, we don't have an economy. We don't have any logistics. And really, they're just so important to the entire infrastructure of what we do in America. It's just incredible. So we were talking about it at the office. So I wanted to bring somebody on the show that really has a great insight into what's happening in the trucking space from the perspective of technology. So we really wanted to bring a leading company in the space on the show. So we reached out to LionEight, and they're doing such great work. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to talk about trunking and technology and everything else. But we've been able to invite Miss Ilijana Dujakovic on the show, and she is the project manager at LionEight. She's a great spokesperson for the company, and she has such a great knowledge base about what they do. Ilijana, welcome to the DotCom Magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight Series.
Hi, Andy. Thank you so much for inviting me on the show. I am very grateful and humbled to speak upon behalf of LionEight organization, and I'm extremely proud to be part of a highly motivated team that is dedicated to making an impact on the trucking industry.
Ilijana, it's great to have you on the show, of course. What you're doing at LionEight, what the entire company is doing is really remarkable. The entrepreneurial journey of the founder, who we're going to talk about momentarily, and the way in which they started as truckers and then developed this platform. You call it From Truckers to Truckers is really awesome. Before we get started, let's pull the lens back to 30,000 feet like we always do on the show. You know, it's made us somewhat famous. And tell us about LionEight.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction. So in simple terms, LionEight is a software company headquartered in McCook, Illinois, in the Chicago suburbs. And it was founded by truckers for truckers. The company was founded early 2019, and there has been significant work prior to that. Founded by Antonia Keljevic and a team of young programmers that are very ambitious and hungry to succeed.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And like you mentioned, the founder and the team, they were truckers. And, they said to themselves, hey, there has to be a better way. What can we do to provide, a powerful and comprehensive fleet management system that's really tailored to companies' needs? So let's talk about it. What types of companies, are reaching out to your company, to LionEight? Which are they big firms? Are they small mom and pop truckers and everybody in between? Who's coming to use the platform?
Sure. So prior to answering your question, I just wanted to take a moment to just say that the founder, Antonia Keljevic, and it's really a remarkable story that resonates with me personally, as I moved here as a young child at just 10 years old as a refugee. But Antonia moved to this country with basically just a backpack on his back and came to chase that American dream. He started off as a truck driver himself, drove for several years, and has been he has built an empire over the 15 plus years that he's been in the industry, learned the ropes, and now is a businessman, running multiple businesses. So to get back to your question, who are our clients? The clients that we serve are primarily transportation and trucking companies. We currently have about 1,800 companies, hoping to be well over 2,000 by the end of this year. And they are really, you have the small standalone companies to mid-size to, fleets of 400 plus. So we serve a great variety, but primarily transportation, and we are looking to diversify and get into other sectors as well.
Yeah, Ilijana, it's such a great story, and it resonates for you. The founder, I'd say Antonio. How do you pronounce his name?
Antonia. But
Antonia
Anthony is the American version. Yes.
I love it. Antonia, I mean, he came over and here he's built this incredible companies. He has other companies as well. He's really this inspiring person. What's it like for your team to know that somebody built something like this with the team? When you go to work every morning, what does it feel like knowing that, you know, the leadership of the team is someone that has this sort of passion to build and this passion to become great?
I love that question. So for me personally, it's just such an inspiring story. And it is something that many young professionals aspire to be. You know, when you see a person really starting, as they say, from the bottom and working their way up and, you know, becoming very successful, you want to learn from that person. And it's truly an honor to work for somebody who has done the work and who continues to do the work. And he always tells us, you know, never get comfortable. And that is something that I've taken to heart and something that we all as an organization, we always try to take a step back and, you know, really see the bigger picture. And Anthony is somebody who always, you know, he's a visionary. And so he sees the big picture. He sees where we're going to be. You know, he's happy for the most part where we are now, but he's, you know, eager to grow the company and to get to that next level, which we continue to do with our daily work.
Yeah, it's really interesting. You have a great technology team as well, and you have a great customer support team, and then the platform is really remarkable. So congratulations. When we think about transportation, Ilijana, we think about trucking, I would imagine that there's a lot of rules and regulations that are continually evolving and continually changing. How does your team stay abreast of all the newest things at LionEight? Do you have a team specifically dedicated to keeping updated on all the different state rules and regulations, or does that sort of fall into the peer view of one person? How do you stay abreast of all the new information that's coming out?
Sure, absolutely. So technology is ever evolving, and we definitely have to stay on top of it, and even if we can, get ahead of it. So being that, you know, trucking is essential to our economy, contributing billions of dollars annually, we take that with great respect. And so we do have a team of people that is dedicated to the ELD compliance and staying on top of the rules, not just in the United States, but in addition to our neighboring countries in Canada and Mexico as well. So we do have a team of people that is in charge of that. And then, you know, with anything that may be amended or changed, we pivot accordingly.
That's awesome, Ilijana. Very interesting. Let's talk about differentiation. I mean, we talk about this all the time on the DotCom magazine, Entrepreneur Spotlight Series. You have a great differentiator for your business. So let's get into that and share that with the people watching the show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So having close to 2 decades of industry experience, we understand the pain points of the trucking industry and the need to evolve with technology in order to meet and exceed our clients' needs real time. So we offer live multi-language support and no contractual obligations, as we firmly believe that once our clients start using our software and our product, that they will continue doing business with us long term.
Yeah, I love it. Of course, you know, a few months ago, I was at one of my company's warehouses and a big 53-foot truck drove up and I started talking to the driver and he said, "Hey, Jake, you know, you want to come in and take a look at the cab?" And I went inside. It looked like a jet. I mean, they had computers and, you know, everything was all digital and everything was talking to each other, GPS, the whole thing. I mean, when you look at a truck, oftentimes you don't realize how important it is to have that technology. And one thing that you've done very nice at your company is you have a tablet solution, and your tablets are an ideal solution for life on the road. And, you know, your clients can choose between very different tablet models, but you take the tablet, you put it in sort of a holder, and then it's up front with the driver, and then they get access to all the information at the touch of the tablet. Let's talk about that because we think that's a super cool advancement in the technology.
Yes, absolutely. So just to piggyback off what you said, the trucks are incredible. And from year to year, they continue to get better and better. And the technology is truly unreal. We just recently attended a few trade shows in Q1 and Q2 this year. And it's just incredible to see all these new makes and models and all the things that they're equipped with. So with that said, absolutely. We have at least a high majority, I should say, of truck drivers that are, that older generation that did not grow up with, a cell phone attached at the hip. So with that, we really do try to simplify, yet stay on top of the technology. So you are absolutely right to say that. We do have a cloud-based platform that allows our clients to pull real-time data to help drive better business decisions out in the field. So our platform is also accompanied by the LionEight mobile app that the drivers will then use in the cab or in the tractor. And that helps record their hours of service, which again is federally mandated. And so with that application works with the back office. If a driver, for example, needed to upload any documentation, a PO, anything like that, they are able to do that through the application, which then is sent directly to the back office real time, which truly is amazing. It was just, not too long ago that we were admiring and just dreaming of, the day we are talking and seeing, the person on the other end, and it's all virtual, and it truly is amazing. So in addition to that, another thing that we do offer is maintenance. Maintenance is a huge cost when it comes to transportation, one of the biggest. And so what we try to do to help our clients and really add value is we have built in to the application a way to, through that device that is in the OBD of that truck, we read the engine data. And basically we're able to show any diagnostics or DTC codes, maintenance fault codes that might be on that truck. And we are able to show that on the platform. And then what that does is it gives our client the opportunity to determine, is this something critical? Do they need to reroute this driver to avoid an even higher cost? And, or is this something that could potentially wait and, be serviced after that they've seen, the shipper, receiver, or whatever the case may be?
Wow, Ilijana, you're such a great spokesperson for the business. I mean, you know so much about trucks and technology. So interesting. I mean, here you have it. Your system somehow engages with the motor and the inner workings of the truck so that the fleet manager can see, what's going on with the maintenance of the vehicle. I mean, it's incredible. And another thing, of course, that your system allows the fleet managers to do is really check the vehicle's movement. I mean, where is the vehicle right now? What's the exact speed of the vehicle at any given moment? Maybe even, allow the fleet manager to determine whether, there was a refueling event or maybe they stopped. And these are all very important metrics for fleet managers to have. Let's talk about data, because I know you're a data-driven company. You love data. Your entire team loves data. How important is it to get the right data to the fleet manager so they can make great decisions about their business?
It is crucial. It is crucial. So we specialize in the hours of service and ELD space. In addition to that, as you mentioned, and you've definitely done your homework, we specialize in real-time tracking accompanied with the hardware that we provide. And we have a few different models. In addition to that, we also have driver behavior. That is extremely important to the safety managers and helps them with driver coaching and as well as driver really safety and retention. And a lot of trucking companies out there listening to us right now know how hard it is to find good drivers, and not only to find them, but really to retain them because there's so much competition. So it truly matters to be authentic, to be different, and to show them why they should choose you as their partner. In addition to that, we also then offer IFTA reporting, which obviously they have to file for their quarterly IFTA filing. And then we mentioned maintenance. We touched on that. There's so much more to talk about, but I know you said this is usually it's supposed to be within 30 minutes. I'm trying to stay within that. But maintenance is another huge aspect, as well as dispatch. We have an option to do a share live with any third party. So somebody that's not in our system, that is not a client, a direct client of LionEight, they would be able to, with this link that is sent to them by one of our clients or us, if requested, they're able to track that vehicle for the set time. So let's say you have somebody that is due to deliver in Denver, Colorado in 2 days. You are able then to share that location up until, let's say, the 29th at a set time, let's say at 1 p.m. Central Time or whatever time it is. And so when they go to that link, they're able to just see the high level information, the truck, company, and the location essentially of that vehicle. So we do make sure to, as you mentioned, how important is data? It is, again, crucial, but we do keep in mind that, we don't wish to expose too much on behalf of our clients. So we just, share what's needed, and the rest is proprietary between us and the client.
Yeah, I love it so much. And what people don't know, many people don't know, is when you see the truckers on the road, there's only a certain amount of hours they're allowed to be on the road per day from a safety guideline from the federal government. So that also gets tracked in a very powerful and simplistic way by your company and by your platform. I want to talk to you about entrepreneurship. I mean, here you are. I mean, you're a great spokesperson for the company. I mean, you know more about trucking than probably anybody, in the space. What was it that attracted you to come to the company? What was it that attracted you to be this person that really understands, what LionEight is all about, to easily manage, driver's compliance and the software? I would imagine when you were a young person, you weren't saying to yourself, I want to, be a spokesperson for a trucking company. What brought you to the company?
Sure. So I actually entered this industry somewhat spontaneously through a close friend who was already in the industry for years. And actually at the time worked for Anthony. And so really what attracted me, like I said, I kind of came into the industry, and really what I find most interesting is that, the daily challenges, as much as a lot of it day to day is a lot of the same stuff, it is truly never the same. Not a single day that goes by is same as the one before, nor will it be the same, as the upcoming day. So there's always, problems to solve, which I personally love. But when it comes to entrepreneurship, what really kind of led me to join this company and this movement rather is their passion and really their willingness to continuously improve. And that is something that I always admire about people who are entrepreneurs. They don't settle. They always, as much as they have, they always wish to continue to build upon that. And so that is something, once I sat down and spoke with them, I could tell that, our synergy was a match. And so I also knew that there would be challenges and things that are continuously fun and exciting, and make it, the team that I collaborate with, my colleagues, they're, people that I continuously learn from. And for me, there's nothing better than to have a place that is, continuously adding to me as an employee, as well as to the organization. And more than that, giving back to the industry that, once gave to them. So it's truly kind of a full circle.
Yeah, I love it. It's a full circle. And of course, your entire team. I mean, you're so committed to the success of your clients. Everything you do, every technological advancement, everything that you add on and stack on the platform is all about the success of your clients. And they must love that. The other thing that I'm thinking about is when you come to work during the day or in the morning or in the afternoon, whenever you get there, or whether you're working out of your home office or, the office at LionEight and all the other team members, I would imagine that your platform really induces safety. I mean, the safety of the drivers is a priority for any fleet manager, anybody that owns a company. And one thing that your platform and technology does is it enhances safety for the drivers in a fleet. So I would imagine that's something to kind of give you a little pick up and go in the morning, knowing that, you might even be saving lives with this platform, right?
Absolutely. And very well said. A little earlier, You said, how well-versed I am in the industry. I would beg to differ that I don't know it all, and there's always more to learn, especially with the technology. But as far as what you just stated about safety, it is absolutely remarkable the difference that we make and the other organizations out there in this space when it comes to, when you look at it this way, a truck is truly like an 80,000 pound missile. And earlier you said how they are like jets. They truly are. And so with that being said, safety is extremely important. And not only for, protecting the truck drivers and their lives, but really protecting all of the people out on the road. Like you mentioned, when you are, on an early drive, there are more trucks than vehicles. And so it all kind of comes together again. Safety, maintenance, all of those things combined, they truly do kind of add to that fire of wanting, to do better and to do more and to support them in every way that benefits them and makes their daily life more efficient. Because with truth being told, their lives are not anything but glamorous. They're very, tough conditions at times, and they're not always valued as respected as, and I believe they should be, because almost everything that we come in contact with during our daily lives has more than likely been brought to us because, of a truck driver and came through transportation. So it really, when you look at it that way, it puts things in perspective. And for me personally, it's really gives me so much gratitude for everything that they do and all the sacrifices that they make out on the road.
Yeah, Ilijana, it's amazing. Of course, in the trucking business, you know better than anybody that the driver's time is really money. And what your system does is it helps your clients save both time and money, because your solutions really are the best combination of cost, quality, and sustainability to really meet your clients' needs. Now, let's just talk about it for just another minute. I know you've got to go. You've only cut out a certain amount of time for me. Everybody's, trying to get your time, Ilijana. Before I let you go, let's talk about entrepreneurship a little bit. Let's talk to the other entrepreneurs watching the show from your perspective. Maybe they're having a tough time. Maybe they're hitting a pothole. Maybe they're having a tough day, or a day that, they wish that they didn't wake up in the morning. What type of advice can you give to the entrepreneurs watching the show about keep on pushing when times get tough, and, you'll come out the other end being very happy that you went through that tough time, coming out in a powerful way?
I love that question. I firmly believe that tough times make tough people. So really the one key piece of advice I would give to that young, ambitious entrepreneur that, has hit a roadblock, and it's quite a journey. So it's just a roadblock. But really what I would say is, of course, not to give up, and to have passion, and to be willing to work hard. I believe that with passion and hard work, like it says right behind you, nothing is impossible. And truly everything is possible, because if a person has passion, they could do anything. And with that, succeed. That's what it takes, is passion and hard work.
I love it. Passion and hard work is the name of the game. I mean, Ilijana Dujakovic, you are the project manager of LionEight. You do such a great job. I'm so happy you brought us inside. I mean, it's so fascinating to think about all the technology and all the smart people and the technologists and the committed entrepreneurs that are making this transportation space more effective and more safe. And, when we drive our cars, we're next to these truckers. And if the truckers are driving more safe, driven by technology, it makes everybody else safe. So it's such a great combination, a great synergy that you have. I want to thank you so much for coming on the DotCom Magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight Series to talk about LionEight, the software, and everything you do. It's been a great interview.
Thank you so much, Andy. There's truly so much to cover and only so little time. But I just to kind of reiterate what you said, it absolutely all goes hand in hand. And safety, maintenance, fuel, we all know how expensive fuel is these days. We do offer a lot that can help our clients, when it comes to idle times, and that data is truly invaluable for them to save money real time. But to conclude, I want to say thank you as well. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to share more about LionEight and our mission to continue to pave in the trucking industry. And last but not least, I want to say thank you again to our truck drivers and everyone involved in transportation and the logistics industry, because we, as we don't have to be on the road as long as they do. We don't have to be, you know, apart from our families, and they do. We don't always have to, some of us do, deal with the rush hour traffic, you know, the closed roads, construction, and inclement weather. And sometimes, you know, poor working conditions, but they do. And so they deserve the recognition. And because of them, you know, I am where I am, and I'm truly grateful. So thank you again. And I look forward to speaking with you as we unfold the next chapter.